jumping around. I'm going to teach you guys some different sections, and then hopefully we'll have another day to workshop the visuals. Yeah, and then yes. Well, first,
Fire. Oh.
Jennifer, I'm a senior in multidisciplinary engineering and studio arts and technology, and I go by Sheeper.
My name is Aslan Baktal. I'm a sophomore in game development and I go by ADVNT.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Zhang. I am a junior in industrial engineering and I go by Sheeper.
So our club is called ADVNT. We are a dance collective, and our mission statement is to promote and inspire the street style dance community here at Purdue. We are mainly based in open style hip hop, but our choreography kind of explores other genres as well. In terms of history of our club, we started, I want to say four and a half years ago, 2022. Yeah, and so relatively new club.
And I want to get more out of my comfort zone and into like a more expressive style of dance. And I've just found ADVNT, I don't know, I just happened to see them like on be involved fair, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it seemed like a genuine community that like wanted to help dancers improve and grow like as a person and as dancers. So that's kind of what brought me to ADVNT.
Well, ADVNT is actually my first time dancing in a team environment at least. Last year when I auditioned for ADVNT, that was like my first dance class. So ADVNT, I suppose, is like my introduction to dance in a structured sense, because before that it was just watching videos and freestyling in my room.
Sure,
I guess what drew me to ADVNT is the team. When I first found it, they seem to take dance as a form of storytelling, and they wanted their like sets, the dance, the movement, the sound, all of that to represent their values. And I really like the artistry.
Yeah. Again? Yes.
Are there any like moves?
Ooh! Yeah. Slightly, yeah. Year of high school, I saw one of their very first performance ever, actually, at Night Market, with the first season of ADVNT, that team. And I think, I don't know, never done formal dance or anything of that sort. I did musical in high school, maybe that counts. But I think, like, watching them perform was just very, it resonated with me a lot. I think in the way that they moved and also the way they carried themselves, there was something about their energy that was different from dance that I had seen in other places. Like, I think that really inspired me to also want to learn how to dance, because I was like, wow, like, they look so cool, like the way that they tell stories, like this is a form of art, right? Like I want to be a part of that. And so coming into college, I chose to do that.
I've been dancing since I was like 6, and I've done a bunch of different styles. I started with like figure skating, and then I did like gymnastics and ballet and like dance team. And then in high school, I like found like a club called Urban Dance Movement, and they did like open style dance. And so that's kind of what introduced me to the less studio side of things. And it really resonated with me because it was a lot more expressive and artistic than I was used to. I felt like I was able to put my own style into things, and like even though I was really bad at it, it was something that I found was like very much a form of expression in a way that like my other styles of dance had not been.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 2, 3.
To me personally, dancing has always been like a way to combine like exercise and art. Like I get to like express myself while staying healthy relatively. You know, I think being able to move your body in a way like whenever you want, like you could be on the street and like you don't need any props to do it, and being able to like dance however you want is always like, I don't know, I feel like dance has always been something that's like been there since like the beginning of time, and like you can do it whenever.
I feel like dance is how music is interpreted by the body, and you know, when you're expressing yourself, you know, words can do so much. Like you can draw, you can paint, but I feel like the body and the movement has its own vocabulary that your conventional articulation, let's say, doesn't really get to reach. Yeah. Because like it really gets to a point where it pours out of you, and you can see it in the way you move.
Like when it comes to dance, I see like there's always different styles of dance, right? You can have people in a specific style who are like at the top of their skill level, but that's still very different from like people in a different style at the top of their skill level. I think in a way, I think like being able to develop your own style with dance is very freeing, and like being able to develop your style and not really have to worry too much about like whether or not like you fit in with other people is very artistic, and I like that. What was your question?
Just, do you feel like not having a finished sort of end product? I mean, you can record a video of it, I guess, but like not having to worry about like, I guess, a finished end product, is that freeing for you, or do you have to, I don't know, worry more in the moment?
I think there are end products, like at least when it comes to like a team and like choreography, like you create pieces, you create sets, and that is like an end product. And so in that way, I think it's very satisfying to be able to be like, wow, like I created this with myself and with my team, right? But like at the same time, like I think dance is just like a continual journey of like artistry and of like self-expression. And in that, I don't know, it's like I don't want to reach the end, right? Like I want to constantly be able to just continue to learn more about myself and my like artistry. And I feel like that in itself is just rewarding. Hey, 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 hey.
I think like the era of K-pop when like COVID and K-pop kind of like gave everyone an entryway into dance, and dance is always just, at least for me, it's always been like a tight-knit community of people that you rely on who have similar ways of expression as well.
I think to add on to that, I think dance, like in college, you're just like trying to find people that you connect to, right, and relate to. I think dance, like, it's an athletic thing where you can share like your artistry, but also it is a community, and it's also a social community. And I think like being able to, like, whether you're on a dance team, whether you're just taking dance classes, like that is like a place to socialize, to exercise, take care of your health, and to just be yourself, like making people feel welcome, making them feel safe enough to express themselves. Because like I don't know, when I started dance, like I was really scared, right? Like because it's so vulnerable, like it is your own body that is telling the story. And so creating a place where people feel safe enough to express themselves in that way is like very ideal, and I think there's something special about that.
I mean, the process is so personal and subjective to everyone. But I would say choreographing takes a long time.
Yeah, okay.
And when you want to make a piece that tells a story and really brings out that emotion both in yourself and the audience, you really need to get very vulnerable with yourself, know yourself very well, to put out an authentic image.
How do you tap into that? Is there like a method that you guys use?
Practice. Do it scared.
Do it scared?
Terrified.
Yeah, like shaking in your boots, bro.
Yeah. Do it terrified, do it embarrassed, do it ashamed. Just do it anyway.
Shall we try that? And I'm not gonna count, and let's listen to the music. So, Jennifer stuff though. Okay.